the Sister City Foundation fundraiser for student scholarships. Dorothy Morris is here this evening, and she's one of the sponsors for it, Dorothy Morris and KY-YAC Foundation. And it's to raise money to enable the 14 students that were selected this year to represent Hot Springs to assist them with scholarships as they travel to our sister city this summer.
Right, it's not a camera. Maybe we can force it.
Well, tonight is the Sister City Fundraiser. We've been doing this annually for several years, and Mary Nielsen has just done a wonderful job as head of it. And we're going to have a lot of the students speak tonight about their adventures in Japan. So we hope to have a good turnout.
Chloe is one of the student delegates that went in 2012, and I was just telling you a story when we had a student group at Hot Springs High School where Chloe attends last year. She walked up to the group, and what did you say?
私はの名前は Chloe です。
Which means?
My name is Chloe.
So, but it made them feel very welcome and at home to be greeted by someone who had visited their schools. This is a Matsuri jacket. I'll turn around so you can see the back too. It was a gift from our sister city when we traveled there. The adult delegation travels in September, and many times the students have in the past as well. And so this is a gift. We are there for their Matsuri Festival, which is a celebration of the harvest. It's been in existence for over 425 years, so it's a very special gift to be part of that heritage.
Hi, how are you? Yes, she does. Bacon. Oh. She's really. Good stuff. Welcome. So happy to have you here. Oh, that's intimidating.
My name is Yubi Kimura. And you're from Hanamaki?
Yes.
Hanamaki, which is our sister city, which is a great place. So, how do you like Hot Springs, Arkansas?
Everything. I like Arkansas and Hot Springs. Yes.
Going for the favorite things. How's that? That looks good.
Very happy.
Oh no. Loving this.
Oh, well, I can't imagine a better person.
I love it.
I would love to. Maybe you might have done it. all very much for coming this evening. Before we really get started, I would like to thank a very special guest that we have with us this evening. Yuri Kimura is here from our sister city. She's visiting for a month, so thank you very much for being here with us. And also, thank you for coming, Senator Sample. Thank you for coming down this evening, and Betty Ann, thank you for being here. I know y'all are busy this time of year. And also our Sister City Foundation Board of Directors. If you could please raise your hand and wave. Thank you all for all of your support this evening. And I am Mary Nielsen. I am the Sister City Program Coordinator. I've been doing that for 5 years, and our foundation board is just a wonderful group to work with. And the president of our foundation board is Carla Mouton.
I just want to thank all of you for coming, and I especially want to thank Dorothy Morris, who's over there, whose generosity. Beth Sanders, her gallery, which couldn't be more wonderful, and her hospitality in hosting us, and also KY-YAC Foundation. They have also been our supporters. Kai's not here tonight, but I know that he has been a tremendous help to us. This is a wonderful organization, and there are so many of them out there, but please understand how much we appreciate your support. These kids get an opportunity that they would not have otherwise, to experience another culture, to experience a world so unlike their own, is something that we cannot offer in books, we cannot offer from our film and from anything else, and to get them to actually go is just wonderful. If there are kids around, where are you? Here? Right here, right here. My gosh. Okay. And they will tell you about how wonderful it is for them. So thank you again. And by the way, Mary Nielsen is unbelievably awesome.
Well, and now the reason we're here is our student delegation that travels to Hanamaki each year. And so instead of me telling you about what all the program offers and the trip offers to our students, I'm going to turn it over to 3 representatives here this evening from past student delegations. So first, let's go with Andrew.
Hi, my name's Andrew Brodsky. I'm a senior at Lakeside, and I went to Japan last summer during that delegation. We were going to just...
Oh, yes, okay, and Maribel?
Hi, I'm Maribel Perigo. I'm also senior at Lakeside, and I went in September of 2012.
Chloe?
I'm Chloe Brown. I went in September of 2012, and I'm a sophomore at Hot Springs High School.
And you two are going to kind of present together, and then we'll have Chloe speak, okay?
So this program is just so amazing, and it really affected my life so much. Like, you don't understand how much it changes you until you get over there and you're like riding on the train and you can look out both windows and just see the rice fields all around you. And you really understand that you're somewhere totally different, surrounded by people who don't really understand you, but they do understand you. They may not speak the same language, but you're the same people, and you understand the same things and you want the same things. And it's just such an amazing experience. And it wouldn't really have been possible without like the help that I got from everyone who donated to help pay my way to go.
This really is more than just an opportunity. You know, it's not a mission trip or a tourism where you would usually go to a foreign country. It was being immersed in the community. So it was really, we got to visit schools, we got to go to this festival they had. It was really seeing the community of Japan firsthand. And for community, it is such an important part of Japan, just being with people and supporting each other. And that was really cool to see that in contrast to America.
And you really make connections with the people that you stay with, like the boys and girls and their parents that host you. Like, they become a second family to you. Like, when we're talking about the people that we stay with, we call them our Japanese brothers and sisters because we're that close to them. And over this week that we're there, we really make lifelong connections. And like the boy I stayed with, Dioji, we still email, we still send each other gifts. Like, he sent me a present for Christmas. And it was the best present that I got. It was a little scrapbook of all the pictures that he took while I was over there. And another cool story that I always like. When we went, the day before we left was my birthday, and the first day that I was there was his birthday. So we got to spend our birthdays together. And one of the things they asked me when I first got there was what my favorite fruits were. And I figured it was just a simple question they were asking so that I could have a bowl of fruit in case I didn't like their food. But, I mean, I do that for the Japanese children that I host. We just have a little bowl of fruit that they can munch on. But they actually got me a cake, and they covered the top with all of my favorite fruits. And on a little fondant sugar square, they wrote in English, "Happy birthday, Dioji, best friend." And then in my name, they had, or like in Japanese characters, they had my name. And it was just such a sweet gesture. And we got to spend that special moment in time in both of our lives together. And it really changed my life. Like, I haven't been the same since that trip.
Another cool birthday story is I have 2 younger twin sisters, and I was in Japan on their birthday, and it happened to be some of their birthdays too. So they made a cake for my sisters that weren't even there, that they didn't even know, and the aunt and uncle that were with us, and that was really cool. I just felt so welcomed by my family. Like, me and the girl that was hosting me, we were really alike. She would get home from school and she'd be like, "I'm tired." I was like, "I hear you. When I get home from school, I'm tired." And another really cool thing was when I left, they gave me 3 different packets of photos from our trip. There was this brother who loved taking photos, so he was just snapping the whole time, and I'm like, okay. And then later, when I was leaving, they gave me all those photos, and it was just so meaningful that they cared that much to make that. They even gave me a little SIM card with more photos. So I think they treasured the experience as much as we did.
And like Maribel mentioned earlier, we also got to visit a bunch of schools around the area. And one of the coolest things is that we got to interact with their teachers. And I got to meet some people that were teaching abroad over there, like from the United States and from the United Kingdom. And that really influenced my desire to go to college and study education, and then eventually go over and teach abroad, hopefully in Japan. And it was just really, it really changed my life. I feel like I've said that a bunch of times, but that's the only way I can describe it.
We would go to the schools, and each of us would be surrounded by a group of Japanese students just because they were excited to see us. We wanted to get to know more about them. They wanted to get to know more about us. So it was really interesting to see that kind of international curiosity that existed among them as well as among us, because we were there because we wanted to get to know what Japan was like. And then when they saw us, they were just like, "Oh, let's go see them, let's go talk." And even though we couldn't understand a word each other said, we got really good at charades while we were over there. But it was just, we communicated in a way that was like friends would, even though our nations apart. We got along just like we were actual peers going to school together or something like that.
The program really isn't just helping and benefiting those 12 or however many students that are going over to Japan from the United States. It's also benefiting all the students that are in Japan that we get to interact with. They enjoy it so much, and they're so happy when we come over there. We're treated like rock stars the whole time. It's amazing. We just get to see how kind and accepting they are of us, and they get to learn so much about our culture as well.
And the students that get to go over there, they go through interviews and they go through this application process, so they have to be top students. My group, when I went, all of us got along so well. All of us were, I would say we were all leaders, but yet we could all get along together and reach out to the community of Japan in an effective way, so they got to know more about us. So it was really a good group of students, and the application process was really good, so you knew you were getting top students to go to Japan.
Well, going to Japan taught me more about the Japanese culture. I got to learn so much about the foods, the activities they enjoyed. I found out that the majority of the high school students that we went to visit enjoyed dancing, and that's my hobby. I love dancing. And my sister, my Japanese sister I stayed with, every night I come home, she said, "Dance, dance, dance." I'm like, "I'm tired." "No, dance, dance, dance." So I danced just about every night for my family. We were pretty close. We got very emotional the last day. Like, we cried. Like, I was leaving my own sisters and grandmother. But it taught me to not just stoop to learning stuff in my books and class. It taught me to, I actually got to go over there and experience the foods and see the art and amazing festival that I got to actually walk in. And the trip was just amazing. And so I probably would have never got to go if it wasn't for the scholarship that they offered, Sister City Foundation. And once again, it was amazing, amazing experience. And I would love to go again.
Well, and Chloe is from Hot Springs High School, and Andrew and Maribel are both from Lakeside. So, well, thank you for sharing this evening. I appreciate it. This year, we have selected 14 students to represent Garland County. 14 students from 5 different school districts, so we're well represented all across Garland County, from the largest school district to some of the very smallest. So, this year, the student delegation, the cost is $2,500 per student, and the scholarship fundraiser, which I just want to thank all of you who have participated in the scholarship fundraisers in the past. Dorothy from the very beginning, and many of you as well, and thank you for your support. All of the students who receive scholarships, they're based on financial need as well as merit. And as I mentioned, it's really a pretty rigorous process that they go through in order to be selected to represent Hot Springs. So thank you all for coming this evening, and I'm glad you are here to support the Sister City Foundation Student Scholarship Fund, and just enjoy the rest of the evening. Dorothy does that so well.
Don Mueller couldn't be here, but he said his contribution.
Thank you, thank you. And there's a bowl here for, yes, thank you, Dorothy and Dawn. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
That's a lot.
This is the king, Ronnie. Are you sure you got the king speech?
Yes. I'm speechless.
Sunday night, Dorothy and I are going to be in the studio.
When I did 3 years.
Anyway.
He hasn't had enough of your expert
That's what
story.
it is. Oh, it's
About Mary. He's had enough of me.
really bad. Do it again.
Look at you more than you could ever reflect.
It's wonderful. It's a great experience.
You've been to our Rotary.
Oh, I have a
This is Australia. Get her in here. No. Australian wine. This is her label. This is her wine label. Australian wine. Tell them about the penguins. They're this big.
Well, they're the size of a seagull.
The seagull?
Yeah, about the size of a seagull.
Australian wine at a Japanese gathering.
She's teaching me about Australian wines. I was a fan of Yellowtail, and she said, oh, no, I've got something better. And so she's bringing me really good wines from Australia.
It was really good. I enjoyed it.
It was great. It was great to talk to people about the experience.
It's going fine, and we decided to go to the Arlington and continue the momentum there. Her sister had this phone case when we visited their house for dinner in Hanamaki. And I liked it so much, and we tried to look on the computer and find one, and 2 days later she came to the hotel with it and presented me. This is a gift, and I love it very much.
Oh, we just had a fabulous time, and I appreciate Dorothy Morris having everything at the gallery. It's very nice.
Oh, the evening was wonderful, and we love Bess and Kathleen, and always, we like to do our parties here.